Thank you very much. Please have your seats. Wow. Without very, very in-depth recognition, may I say the Honorable Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn and wife, Mrs. Borkai, Mr. Speaker, Pro Tem, my colleagues, Excellencies, the Presidents of Ghana, Bissau, President Faye of Senegal, Julius Matter, Bio, the Chairman of ECOWAS, the President Representative of Gambia, all of our senators and ministers, the chairman of our party here present, members of the clergy, the orator of the day, our former ministers, former vice president, and all of our people here who are in attendance. We want to say thank you for coming and God bless you. I bring greetings with a heart full of gratitude to God as we gather with pride and hope in this historic Centennial Pavilion to celebrate 178 years of our nation's independence, an enduring symbol of the Liberian spirit and our common journey through trials, and transformation. July 26th is a living symbol of the courage and conviction of those who dream of a homeland of liberty and self-governance for African people. As we celebrate this day, we honor their legacy and reflect deeply on the journey we have taken as a people through great promises, painful division, and steadfast resilience. Earlier this year, Liberia made a significant leap on the global stage by being elected to a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. For a country once defined by war, this is a powerful reminder that we are no longer seen only through the lens of conflict, but as a nation of peace builders, a voice of reason in a troubled world. It shows that Liberia is being counted among the countries that matter, that the world is watching, and more importantly, that Liberia is ready to lead. It is a global affirmation of the progress we're making toward peace, stability, and responsible leadership. Here at home, in recent months, we have taken important steps toward national healing and reconciliation, most notably the respectful reburial of the former presidents William R. Talbot Jr. and Samuel K. Doe. These ceremonies aim to correct historical injustices and to unite us as one nation moving forward. Additionally, the declaration of our national apology for the countless lives lost and the destruction caused by our years of conflict is a bold yet necessary step forward. There's a familiar African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Today, as we celebrate our independence, this wisdom rings true. We cannot build a lasting future without working together as a people with a shared destiny. As I mentioned last year, we are standing at a crossroads, the confluence of a past and potential. One path keeps us locked in old ways, repeating the mistakes of yesterday. The other dares us to dream boldly and move forward, hearing from our history, but not imprisoned by it. We must choose that secret second path and declare this era the Liberian century. We must rise to build a society that values knowledge over ignorance, unity over discord, and progress over stagnation. Around the world, nations are leveraging technology to transform their societies and turn challenges into opportunities. Liberia must not be left behind, but to move forward, we must first heal the divisions that threaten to pull us apart. Our development will not endure without reconciliation. Our future cannot take root without unity. That is why this year's theme, One People, One Destiny, Healing the Past and Building the Future, rings loud with such urgency. There is no greater task before us than building a Liberia that is good for all Liberians. We must be inspired by words that say, and I quote, where there was once shadows, light has fallen. Yes, Liberia has known darkness, but today we must be able to be bearers of the new light, a light that reveals our common purpose. The nation had made progress, and we must urgently work using the positive from Liberia's exceptionalism to accelerate our efforts and catch up. As we commit ourselves to national unity, we will also pause today to extend our deepest gratitude on behalf of the people of Liberia to the Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS, for the decisive, courageous role during our country's most turbulent years. To the ECOWAS countries that contributed troops and resources during our original deployment in Liberia, to Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Guinea, Mali, Senegal, and others, we owe a historic debt of gratitude. Your nation stood at us in our hour of greatest need, not with words alone, but with actions, by sending your sons and daughters to help restore peace on our soil. Many of your children paid the ultimate price to keep so many of us alive, and many more remain steadfast even when our prospects were uncertain. We remember with reverence the leadership and encouraged by key ECOWAS figures who championed the cause of peace in Liberia. These were the voices of the voiceless when Liberia had none. These were the hands that helped us when we had fallen. It is for this reason that in this year of our 178th independence and the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS, Liberia chooses to honor countries, their leaders, and institutions of ECOWAS itself. Your commitment to regional solidarity and collective security gave Liberia a second chance. And for that, we are eternally grateful. As we in Liberia say, your thank you, plenty, yeah? To honor this enduring partnership and the great sacrifices required, I am pleased to announce that following months of consultations, my government will soon commission a national memorial. This memorial will stand in honor of the victims of Liberia's civil war and in solemn reverence in remembrance of brave men and women of ECOMOG, the peacekeeping arm of ECOWAS, who gave their lives on Liberian soil for the sake of our peace. This sacred monument will not only commemorate the fallen, but also serve as a call to conscience of generations to come, a powerful reminder that the peace we enjoy today was never free. It was earned through courage, paid for in sacrifice, and must be preserved by unity. From the fallen of our nation, through the seasons of trial and triumphant, God has remained our guide and the source of our hope. As we look to the future, let us embrace forgiveness of ourselves and one another. For it is only through reconciliation that we can fully heal and move forward as one people. With this conviction, I hereby declare Wednesday, July 30, 2025, as a National Day of Prayer. On this day, I call on all Liberians and partners and everyone within our border, Liberia, to gather in our churches, mosques, and other places of worship to seek God's face. We should ask for this continued blessing, His blessing upon us, upon our land, and to renew our covenant for peace, unity, and reconciled Liberia. My fellow Liberians, our nation is moving forward. We are building on the gains of the last 2 decades with a focus on determination. We are improving Liberia's image on the international stage and rewriting the narrative of who we are as a people, and what our country stands for. At home, progress is visible. Our roads are improving. And even in the peak of this country's rainy season, taxis and commercial vehicles can reach Maryland and Nigeria without the struggles of the years past. Our farmers are producing more food, and the price of rice, vegetable, and other local produce has reached the lowest point in many years. Small, we are marching toward a happy land by God's command. But let me be clear, there is still much more to do. While our country and our economy is making steady progress, our domestic revenue remains limited, and many families continue to feel the weight of high prices. Transportation costs are too high. The prices of flour, sugar, and other essential goods continue to be a burden. Building materials are still expensive, making it hard for ordinary Liberians to construct houses and businesses. This contradiction, where import costs have fallen, yet market prices remain high, requires urgent attention. Therefore, I am establishing a high-level presidential ad hoc committee to investigate these disparities and recommend practical solutions for our immediate action. The commission and the committee will be chaired by someone I trust dearly, a dedicated public servant and an experienced businessman, the Vice President Jeremiah Bankun. The committee will work swiftly and submit a comprehensive report within 45 days with clear recommendations to restore fairness and stability in our market system. Fellow Liberians, I stand before you both as your president and as partner in renewal, ready to make bold decisions, free of fear or bias, to advance the cause of our country. We must place our politics and personal interests secondary to the public good and realize the Liberia our people have envisioned since the founding. I will work with every Liberian, regardless of their political affiliation, because building our nation is bigger than any one group or anyone's interest. As we look ahead, let us remember the words of the late President Jimmy Carter, spoken right here in Liberia decades ago. President Carter spoke of a people determined to build a society which reflected the dignity of their souls and the hope of their hearts. The determination lives and is still with us. Thousands of Liberians are very determined to contribute to this country. We want to thank you for your contributions. We want to thank the orator for the message we take into consideration your recommendations and want to say that this is a country for all. Let us look forward, thinking Liberia, loving Liberia, and building Liberia. May God bless us all. May God bless ECOWAS and preserve our republic. Happy Independence Day. Long live the Republic of Liberia. Thank you.